Happy Friday, YouTube. It's your boy Thunderbyte29 here, and yep, I am back today with another video. The video that some of you had probably expected. And today, I'm going to be talking about why I think Chapter 3 Season 1 sucked. As thank God, we are now only just a few weeks away from the very end of this season. But I do apologize for the mass delays. Especially, I was planning to upload this video on Wednesday, but due to Ash Wednesday happening, which is the beginning of Lent, I know I had some Catholic viewers, and I am Catholic as well, so I decided to delay the video. Thursday, I had a lot of shit going on, so I had to delay it again, which means it's now currently Friday, and now I am recording this video. So I do apologize for the mass delays. But for Lent, I am definitely not giving up ranting, as some of my haters would probably want. Anyways, let's jump right into the video. So, why did I not like this season? Well, like I said in one of my rant videos, the two main things that drag a gamer away from a game is either they naturally get bored with it, or they get extremely frustrated with it. And in my case of why I did not like this season, it was both those reasons. I mean, it was fun for like the first couple of weeks, then it just got boring so fast. Even when they added Tilted Towers, that momentum didn't last. It got boring like almost a week after that as well. And today, we're going to be covering on why I did not like this season. And this is 100% my opinion, so you can agree with me or disagree with me if you want to. So anyways, let's start with the first reason. And number one, the guns and the loophole. Not a surprise, because I have made numerous videos talking about why the Stinger SMG and the Mark 7 AR were the most broken, overpowered, and annoying weapons in the entire game. Which the Mark 7 AR has a red dot sight, it fires fully automatically. If you know how to control the recoil on that thing, it's like a freaking laser. The Stinger SMG does like 34 damage at medium range. Which just kind of explains why I've called this season Call of Duty on steroids at the beginning. Because the SMG is not supposed to be the main dominant weapon. The AR is not supposed to have an extreme fast, overpowered fire rate. Meanwhile, the shotguns were terrible because it got outgunned by the overpowered Stinger SMG. The sniper kind of sucked, even though I will admit the gameplay of it was good. And I did like the concept of having a 3-round capacity in a sniper rifle. I did like that change up, and I felt like that should have been added a long time ago. Even though the gun itself kind of sucked, but I did like that concept. I did like the fact that they brought back the old grenade launcher, but I didn't like how they made the grenades explode almost right on impact, which is why I kind of call it the noob tube gun. I also did like the machine pistol, also known as the Uzi, that they added in their newest update recently, because it was an SMG that did what it was supposed to do, kind of like the TAC SMG in Chapter 1, where its purpose was keeping the enemy's builds destroyed, or keeping the enemy suppressed, and doing decent damage at close range, which is SMGs are mainly supposed to be the close quarters weapon, not like an AR, kind of like the Stinger SMG is. But my question is, why didn't they do that in the first place? Or why did they not add it at the beginning of the season? Or why did they not make the Stinger SMG like that? I just don't get it. And one item that I did not like, which is not a gun, is what you see in the gameplay here, is those iron walls. Those were freaking annoying as well. And another item that I did not like, which is not a gun or a wall, but it's kind of like the boss weapon of the season, will bring me to my second reason. And number two, the boss weapon slash Spider-Man's web shooters. Of course, the theme of the season was supposed to be Spider-Man because of that new movie that came out in December, No Way Home, which in fact was a great movie, by the way. And I did like the concept that they added the web shooters, but here's the problem that they had with it. Number one, there were too many of them all around the map. Like, if you're going to add a boss weapon, there should be like a limited number. Like, there should be like 5 of them scattered around the map. There shouldn't be like 60 of them all over the map. Kind of like in Chapter 2, Season 2, where you had Brutus's minigun or Midas's Tommy gun at random locations scattered around the map. Or Chapter 2, Season 4, where you had Thor's hammer, Wolverine claws, Iron Man's guns scattered around the map as well in certain locations. They should have did that here, but I don't know why they didn't. I mean, thank God it's not overpowered, but it was just mainly annoying. Especially the people who started a fight and then they turn tail and run and they just web away like cowards. Like, that part was freaking annoying. That's why there should have been only like 5 of them, not 60 of them like we saw in the season. And the third and final reason why is because of all the crossovers. And I know a lot of people are so tired of me talking about it, but hear me out. Out of every crossover that we've had this season, only 2 of them had contributed to the storyline, which is the Spider-Man and Dwayne Johnson in the Battle Pass, while the other 95% that were thrown into the season had nothing to do with Fortnite's storyline at all. It was just in there for different reasons. Some of the skins had multiple different versions of the skin that already existed, like Marshmallow and the Spider-Man in the Battle Pass. Even though I criticized Chapter 2 Season 4 and Chapter 2 Season 5 for having too many crossovers, but at least they contributed to the storyline in some way. While in this season, we had over 20 crossovers, and more than 95% of them did not even contribute to the storyline in any way. And on top of all that, it has just been confirmed that we are now getting another Mary Jane skin, even though we already had one in December. Like, why is there multiple different versions of the skin that already exists? It's like YouTubers GSP or Jellybean who make multiple different clone accounts of themselves, and at the end of the day, they're still the same people. But in conclusion, this season was kind of awful. At the beginning of it, I was so confused. I didn't know if I hated it or liked it, because I was trying to get used to the new map changes and the new mechanics that they added, like storing weapons in tents and stuff like that. And after about a couple weeks or so, I got extremely frustrated with it, which caused me to naturally get bored with the season. The main thing that caused me to get bored with the season was there was barely any updates. Of course, we got Tilted Towers back, we had a couple weapons make a return, and we had some new weapons get introduced in the middle of the season. But do I fully blame Epic Games for this season being bad? No. I do appreciate Epic Games for bringing us a new map and trying to make some changes to the game, but some of these changes were done very poorly. Some of these changes caused this game to become a bigger sweat show than it was before. Which brings me to the point of why I didn't like the season. The big reason why was the toxic sweat tryhards, and I'm talking about the no-lives who play this game 24/7. But I know Epic Games does not have control of any of them, but the one thing I wish they would have done, they should have nerfed the hell out of the Stinger SMG and the Mark 7 AR, and they should have did it sooner than later. And Epic Games should have just focused on their game and focused on their own storyline, rather than constantly spam crossovers and use other people's successes just to make a quick dime. At the beginning of this new chapter, in the beginning of this season, I had so much hype and high spirits for it, but I was just really disappointed that shortly after it came out, I got bored of it so fast. And I just wish that never happened. And the final question of this video. Do I think this was the worst season ever? No. The only thing that stops me from saying this was the worst season ever was the map, and that was the only thing they did a really great job with, while everything else just sucked. But overall, I still kind of give this season a 5 out of 10. The number one thing I really hope they do next season is get rid of the Mark 7 AR, the Stinger SMG, or just simply nerf the hell out of them. Because those were the 2 guns that basically ruined the season for me. But what did you guys think of this season? Tell me in the comments, I would love to hear your thoughts. Like this video and subscribe if you agree. And thank you all so much for watching, thank you all for the continued support, and once again, I am sorry for the delay. You all are the best, as we are now still slowly closing in on 3,640 subscribers. And thank you all so much for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more. And until next time, I will see you all in the next video. And this is Thunderbite29, signing off.